sentimiento, ábrete el entendimiento, deja a un lado la razón y deja brillar el sol escondido en tu interior. Ábrete el corazón, ábrete el sentimiento, ábrete el entendimiento.
Good morning. It's July 31st. It's a Thursday. I'm actually going to be getting on an airplane this afternoon. I made my coffee and I was like, should I record? I don't know. Very hot. Well, the thing is, I thought, you know what? I recorded some stuff this week, not a lot. I had two beautiful yoga practices. One is the intro of this video. I wanted to share it. Katya, who is in my yoga class, she brought her guitar and sang, and we did yoga under the oak on Tuesday. Monday, I did yoga in the park with firstborn son and his partner Starshine. And there is something super special about doing yoga outside. I feel like it's meant to be outside, honestly. There's just, to feel the breeze on you and to hear the tree leaves rustling and the birds flying overhead. And you see the world in such a different way when you do like a downward dog and look between your legs. You're like, the world is upside down. And I don't know, there's just something super special about yoga outdoors. So, all right, I'm gonna have my coffee and have a little chat. I got up early. I went on my walk. I am so jazzed about these walks I've been going on. I really do feel like they're helping my mental state of mind. I am so looking forward to these walks in the morning. So I got my walk over with. I still need to edit that short. I need to pack for this trip. I got a few things in a bag yesterday. I ran to Marshall's. Do you know what Marshall's is? I don't know if they're around every place on the planet, but we have something called TJ Maxx and Marshall's, and it's basically a store that things are cheaper. And so I thought, it's time. It's time to buy some carry-on luggage. I've been using my mom's from, who knows, 30 years ago. It's all beat up. Every time I open it, a piece of plastic falls out. So it's like, it's time to get a new luggage. Plus the old one only rolls like one way. The new ones, they kind of do this. So I got a new one at Marshall's because that's where you're going to get a good price. And I threw some things in it last night or yesterday before the live I did with Noelle. That live, by the way, if you have not seen that live I did with Noelle on Wednesday, oh my goodness, if you're a Gen Xer, you will love it. We did so much reminiscing and laughing. It was like talking to an old friend about the good old days. And if you're into that, even we had some boomers on there. My mom was on there, in the comment area. And, they even had fun on there, the boomers. So now my oldest, he watched it. I think he's officially a millennial. He's 30. I don't really know. But he said, yeah, I mean, I could relate to some of it, but not all of it. But he watched, some of it. Just so much fun having that conversation with Noelle. I love reminiscing about things of the past. It just gives me comfort. There's so much comfort in that. So as I sit here trying to calm myself before the flight, I'm not a big traveler. I don't travel alone. Okay, this is the funny part. When I was little, my parents were divorced. So I was like so young, and I would get on an airplane and go fly to see my birth dad. And I was like little, like 3, 4, 5 years old. And I was so confident. I was like, it's just flying, big deal. And I have this vivid memory. I've shared this before, but I'm going to share it again. I have this vivid memory of sitting on the airplane and the flight attendant giving me, and back then you called them stewardess, the stewardess gave me the wings, the little plastic wings. And I was putting my wings on, and I was sitting next to an older gentleman. He was probably not older. He was probably like 30, who knows. In my little tiny mind, it was an older man. And he was nervous. And I don't know if he was pretending now that I'm thinking back, or if he was legitimately nervous. And I remember specifically calming him down, telling him it was going to be okay, this flight, right? And I'm like a tiny little human. So I need to channel the tiny little human Tracy that used to have no fear and just freaking get on the airplane. Put your bag above the overhead. It's a 2-hour flight. Big deal. It's a little less than 2 hours actually. I think it's 1 hour 45 minutes. Nothing of a flight. You got this, Tracy. I just don't feel comfortable until I am past TSA. Once I'm past TSA, I'm like, oh, I can breathe. Unless I'm running late, and then I'm freaking out. And, we're going out of LAX, and Rich is taking half day. Who knows what time I'm going to get there, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And I don't have a seat yet. When I put my boarding pass on my phone, it said, no seat assigned, have to see an attendant. Gives me a little layer of anxiety, but I know it's going to be fine. And because I bought some super saver ticket thing last minute, I couldn't choose a seat. Like I tried to choose like an upgraded seat and wouldn't let me do it. So what do I have to do before I go? I have to pack. I have to pack my little luggage. I have to get ready. That's about it. And I'm making this film here. I have all that to do, but I'm talking to you because I was thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if I edited this on the airplane? It would give me something to do. I also downloaded some Netflix things. Emmy yesterday was talking about some show about midwives in England, and I forgot the name of it, but I downloaded 3 episodes if I want to watch that on the plane, because we've already been to Idaho this month in July. We have. I went with Motorcycle Man this month, and there were no TV things on the back of the seats. So I learned something. If I want to watch TV, and there was no, you had to pay for internet, and I wasn't going to do that. So if you don't want to pay for internet, you just use your, you download things and you watch them on download. So I did that. I was preparing last night. I also want to keep up my walking while I'm in Idaho. Super looking forward to the beautiful, different environment that I'll be walking in. It's going to be fun to walk in someplace new. I haven't checked the weather there yet. I need to check the weather. When we were there in July already, it was pretty warm actually. And so, yeah, I got to figure that out. And also, I thought, what the heck? What if I do a live when I'm there? Because she actually has to work Monday and Tuesday, so I'll have some time on my own. What if I do a live? Wouldn't that be crazy? Then I could you guys could ask me things like, how's it going? Has she found a wedding dress? What's going on there? You could ask me questions if I do a live on my phone, like on Monday, right? I could do it on Monday. Just a thought. Don't get excited. I don't know if it's going to happen. I can't believe this is happening. Life, what does John Lennon say? Something like, life is what's happening when you're making other plans or something like that. Yeah, because you could have a plan, but life just happens, And sometimes plans, they're not plans anymore. It's life. Maybe you could tell me, if you are more of a seasoned traveler, do you have any tips? I am going to wear comfortable pants, like my yoga pants. I bought yoga pants, but they have pockets on the butt. It's so weird. I'm like, of course I didn't read the whole description. I bought yoga pants with pockets on the butt, so they're kind of weird. But I'm going to wear those on the plane, and they don't make you take off your shoes anymore, which is nice. So I can wear my lace-up walking shoes, which are the more clunky ones that wouldn't fit in my bag as much. So I'm going to wear my clunky walking tennis shoes. yoga pants, probably like a t-shirt and a sweater, and put one extra pair of shoes in the luggage. My red Mary Janes, I'll just say, they go with everything. That's what I'll say. They go with everything. And last time I couldn't bring my toothpaste because it was over the ounces. So when I got there, Lisa had a tube of toothpaste, so that was no problem. I'm like a green traveler, you know? I don't do this often. I've never been to Europe. I've been to Mexico, okay? That's where we went for our honeymoon, actually. We went to I can't think of the name, but it's not deep in there. You could actually drive there probably, but we flew. San Lucas, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we went there. And I have been to Mexico as a kid. My parents took us to Mexico, deep in there. Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. I did most of my traveling as a child, as a teenager, as a kid, because my parents took us places. I went to Jamaica. I went to Mexico, like I just said. I've been to Canada. We took the ferry over there when we took our big family trip to Seattle. And I was reading the Twilight series at the time. So I wanted to see that area. I think it was called Forks. And then when we got to Forks, we took the ferry to Canada. And we saw, I think it was called Busch Gardens, that beautiful garden over there. It was so pretty. So yes, those are the places I've been, but I have not been to Europe. I would love to go to England, of course, Ireland, Italy. I've heard really good things about Italy. Of course, France, because my sister lived in France 5 years, married a French man. My nieces and nephews, they're half French. Would be nice to go to France. Gosh, I'm like in my 50s. Am I going to start traveling in my 50s, like to Europe? I know. It's possible. But now I got to get Motorcycle Man on board because he is like so not into flying. So we'll see how that goes. Noelle said something like she would have Tracy withdrawals while I was gone, but no worries. No worries for withdrawals. I'll use my phone like I always have, and it's going to be fine. I decided I'm not taking my laptop. It's too clunky, and it's one more thing for me to put through TSA. You know, you got to put your carry-on. You got to take your computer out, put it here, and then your carry-on. And it's just too much. And I'm really good at using my phone for things. I use it for filming. I used to do all my editing on it. And I like to revisit it for that because I don't want to forget how to do the editing on my phone. Because if you don't practice things, sometimes you forget. I forgot Germany. I have to go to Germany. I have to see Sonia in Berlin. How did I forget Germany? Did I tell you I forgot to wear my Fitbit walking again this morning? Got it on now. Anyway, so here we are. I am packed. So I'm going to practice. So I get on the airplane, right? I got my luggage, skinny aisle. Just pushing it to my seat. Oh, here's my seat. Okay. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Oh, yeah, my handle's not going down. Okay, it's fine. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ooh, kind of heavy, but I got this. No big deal. And if I'm lucky, there might be a strong person near me that'll be like, hey, I got your bag. It's gonna be good. That's how it's gonna go. I'm ready for this trip. I am ready. My mom just called actually, and she's like, you don't have a seat? I just watched your short. You don't have a seat? Are you flying Southwest? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you're on standby. I'm like, Mom, thinking, Mom, you're supposed to be calming me down here, not freaking me out. It's gonna be fine. I told her last time we traveled, we upgraded to the exit seat because Rich likes a little more leg room, and that the gal sitting next to me didn't have an assigned seat and ended up in the exit aisle, and she didn't have to pay to upgrade. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen to me. And also, it's 10 a.m. now here. Rich is coming at noon to take me to the airport. I might be able to edit this before I even leave. So I'm not going to officially dance with music, but we'll do this, and then I'll say peace, love, go.